Welcome into the Team One Toyota broadcast booth, week 9 of the high school football season. As we are 1 week away from Halloween, Oneonta, a Thursday night game with impending storms coming tomorrow, so they move the game up to Thursday. Coin toss just got underway as Oneonta won the toss. They have elected to defer to the second half, so White Plains will get the ball to start the to start the game. Your team captains for White Plains is Jaden Chapman, number 54, Ethan Bozart, and number 75, Will Osteen. For Oneonta, it was Eli Buse, Will Robertson, Colin Moon, and the junior linebacker who had 16 tackles last week, Bo Ragsdale. This is the J&M Pharmacy pregame show here inside the Team One Toyota broadcast booth. Oneonta, White Plains, and just going to be honest with you, a game that doesn't mean nothing as far as region standings. Oneonta's locked into that 2 seed. Nothing can happen to that tonight with a loss. So Oneonta, White Plains, we're going to get ready for kickoff. You're listening to Oneonta football here on the Redskin Radio Network. J&M Pharmacy pregame show. This game brought to you by Offer, the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. It's week 9 of the high school football season here from Gilchrist Stadium on a Thursday night. Some Thursday night football tonight between Oneonta and White Plains. J&M Pharmacy, it's compounding pharmacy. Which means they're going to take care of you and your medication. Give them a call, 274-2740. That's their number. Oneonta, White Plains, your Charlie B's keys to the game can only be given to you by one gentleman, and that one gentleman is Jeremy Hyde. Welcome, Jeremy Hyde. Did you guys win?
No.
Oh, my God.
First defeat of the season.
Oh, well, hopefully that doesn't hopefully things go better after that.
Yeah. Keys to the game, I think, if these new personnel, including Braden Moore, even though he played last week, as long as those guys get in there and get in a rhythm, do their job, have some success, I think they'll be fine tonight.
We'll talk about that throughout the night, where a new starting quarterback is going to be his first official start tonight. Braden Moore, the sophomore, whose big brother is listening tonight from the Plains down in Auburn. Oneonta, they have won the toss. They're going to kick to White Plains, and we'll talk about this new White Plains offense here in a few minutes. New head coach this year, getting things going, trying to change the culture of this program. They're actually having a somewhat better season than what people would have thought they were going to have. Vargas will kick right at the 40. Short directional kick back to our way. It'll be picked up at the 22-yard line. Goes back to the middle of the field, looking for a lane, and there was one. Spins out of a tackle. Finally, Austin Nix, and also number 9 for the Redskins. That will be Angel Lopez on the tackle. As good luck finding a pin.
See my
Uniball? Did you put it back in there?
I don't know.
I've got a pencil if you need it.
I don't use pencils. I don't make mistakes.
Fortunately, that's all I got.
We'll find something here. Our trusty assistant here will find. Look at that other bag right there. I bet there's something in there.
It'll be 1st and 10 with 11:50 left. 11:50 left, first quarter opening drive. They will keep it with Chapman coming back this way. Eli Buse, and there is a flag on the play. I got 2 pencils.
That'll work.
I just said, did you want to borrow this pencil?
I don't want to get your only pencil.
Oh, okay.
Just a nice way of saying that.
That's going to be a hold on White Plains. That will come back. Good job by Eli Buse. Holding containment against the big quarterback, and he is a hoss. Jeremy, we saw him last year. They list him at 6', 163. I don't see him at 6', 163. I would say he's closer to 200. He's a very good-looking athlete.
Yeah, he is. And White Plains, I'll say this, it's one of those teams that the last few years when we've seen them, they always, they're just almost good.
Exactly.
Not that they're bad, they're just almost really good.
21-20 last year.
Yeah.
Winners. It'll be 1st and 18 is what they got on the scoreboard as they look back to the sideline here on 1st down. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. 3-man front for that Oneonta defensive line. They'll hand off coming back this way. There's a hold right there, and they do not call it. But Eli Buse says, I don't care if you hold me. I'm still going to make the play. It's Colin Moon there as well with Bo Ragsdale. 16 tackles last week. Good job, though, keeping containment on the running back, number 18, Jaden Harris.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing a good job fighting through that little bit of a hold, or just a really good block at least at the bare minimum.
You know, last week, going back and watching the film and seeing 16 tackles by Bo Ragsdale, that was the Bo Ragsdale of old.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't see him against Jacksonville. He was definitely not 100%. He's back a lot closer tonight, or in last week.
Second 19, they show pressure, they back it off. They go to the screen, over to the far left is Eli Buse there with a second straight tackle, as number 6 was there on the reception, Tyler Daniel, a 5'10", 140 junior. And that'll make it 3rd and long, and White Plains shot themselves on that first down play a while ago with that holding. They're still backed up. I'm trying to think of the last Thursday night game me and you have had. Was it Pennington last year? Or was that on a Friday? That was on a Friday. It's been a little while.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it. Hate Thursday night games. You'll hear me say that throughout the night. 9:58 left, 3rd and 14 at their own 39-yard line. Split out to the right. Back to pass. That one up and incomplete, trying to get it to number 7, Teddy Hall, who's one of their taller receivers at 6'2", 180. Is a good-looking wide receiver, but that one too high.
Yeah, a little bit different look with Eli Buse. I guess he's taking David Hall's spot out there at that outside linebacker. They've got all these clever names for these spots now. It's the outside linebacker that walks up, and that's what he did that time. And Eli, very good athlete, very good vertical. We've seen multiple times this year. There's a picture floating around on social media of his. I think it's his profile picture.
Yeah,
actually.
It is.
Looks like he's way up in the sky.
4th down. We'll talk about the injuries on offense here in a second. They're going to come after that one. Almost got to, as that one will be down the sideline. A good White Plains rolls that goes inside the 15-yard line to the 14-yard line, and that's where the sophomore quarterback comes out, Braden Moore. Brody Pinion, a horrible injury last week. He is here tonight on crutches on the sideline. Good to see him. I got a chance to visit him at his house earlier in the week. He's in pretty good spirits. It's good to see him on the sideline. So no Brody Pinion, no David Hall tonight. They're holding David out just as a precaution, just probably for this week and next week. So we'll see Colin Moon. Also, your 8th grade running back, Fluff, he is out as well tonight. So 3 key injuries on this Oneonta offense/defense. Mainly with David Hall. So 1st and 10 at the 14. They will hand off to Colin Moon. Far side. Colin Moon, there's some room for him. He's got the Woodman Life first down. A gain of 13 on the first down run. Colin Moon, Braden Moore. I feel like they know each other maybe from, 2 seasons ago when they were starting on JV.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, that's one of those newcomers of this week we talked about coming in and filling in for injuries, and so far so good.
So they'll pick up the Woodman Life first down with 9:29 left. Hodge comes back this way with us behind the line now. They'll hand off. Nope. Yeah, they will hand off to Colin Moon, and tries to get a push from his line. I think they'll give him 2 yards, maybe 3 on the rush right there. And Jeremy, last week it was a tale of 2 halves and one of those come-behind wins for Oneonta. Really, for Oneonta, they shot themselves in the foot a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Defense played really well. Yeah, they gave up 34 points, but it was a lot of short field for Innocent's offense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was, that was true. And then they were able to hold on, just a couple of big plays.
Yeah.
That was it.
A couple of big throws by Braden Moore last week. 2nd down and 7. Braden back to pass for the first time. They throw the slant to Riley McGill. That one's caught at the 40. Spins out of that tackle to the 43-yard line. Braden Moore's first pass is spot on. And he's got a good arm. And I think he may have got that from his father.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's good chance. But, those slants, Alabama's made the slant popular again this year. Made it very sexy this year. And everybody's kind of said, hey, I could do that.
We'll keep you up to date tonight on Good Hope Fayette County. Loser of that game will be at our place in 2 weeks. They'll hand off to Moon again. Moon, one of his patents, I'm going to run laterally to the right and then cut it up quickly. Yeah. Picks up a good 6 yards on the first down run.
Yeah, he's got a quick cut. Always has.
I talked to Tommy Warhorse earlier, who is the voice of the Raiders, and he spoke about Fayette County. They've got to defend the slant well. I was like, well, it sounds like you're about to play Alabama with all those slants. We'll keep you updated on Good Hope in Fayette County. 2nd and 4 at their own 49-yard line for the Redskins with 7:53 left. Braden, they'll run the option. He'll flip it out to Colin Moon to the right, and Moon will actually lose 2 yards. Good job by the defensive lineman right there. It's going to be number 75, Will Osteen, who is 6'4", 225. He is a big fellow. He is a senior this year on the White Plains defense.
Yes, again, kind of got that Kentucky look out there, but I don't know if they just all the athletes in that area, the speed is in Jacksonville, I guess, and Anniston.
3rd and 5.
Not moving out in the country.
No, 3rd and 5. Good basketball program at White
Absolutely.
Plains. They'll hand it off to Colin Moon at the 49. He'll go down. Goes across the 50 to that 49-yard line. And decision time here for Phil. It's about 4th and 3, maybe 4th and 2. Fans are saying go for it. Would you go for it?
Of course. We went over to White Plains and stole their basketball coach.
We did.
3 years ago now?
Yeah. Going into his 3rd season. Had their first practice last night.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited about this year. So they're going to go for it. 4th and 2 at the 49. Need to get to the 47 of White Plains. Moon and Moore. See if Braden keeps it himself. He will. Right at the middle. Got the first down. Lowers that shoulder. Took a hit and gets the Woodman Life first down. He gets right back up, no problem, to the 41-yard line. Woodman Life first down by Christine Smith and Joey Bailey.
You talked about Coach Cruz. He's had some pretty good success in his first, 2 years?
Here's a stat that I threw at him. He didn't know this. He's tied for the most wins in the first 2 seasons.
At Oneonta?
At Oneonta with 47, tied with Mike Bowman from way back in the day. 1st and 10 at the White Plains 41. Halfway through the first quarter, and a flag. Nope, take that back. Phil Phillips saw something he didn't like. So it's a sharp one investigation. Timeout. Let's take it with him. 6:06 left. It's going to be 1st and 10 when we come back. 0-0 here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde. This game brought to you by the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. It is 6:06 left here in the first quarter. Ball's at the 41-yard line in White Plains territory for the Oneonta Redskins, with Moon somewhat right behind Braden Moore. Back to pass. Braden, he'll go deep to McAlpine, and there's a flag. It'll be pass interference as number 7, Teddy Hall, he tugged on Andrew McAlpine's right shoulder pad and brought him down.
Yeah, just knocked him down. That was pretty obvious there. You can't knock him down right in front of the ref, and he threw that flag with some authority.
Well, McAlpine last week entered that game with no touchdowns, walked away with 2 touchdowns, had the first touchdown of the night, and then that touchdown that tied it up. What a crucial play that was on I think it was 3rd down, 4th down?
Yeah, one of those was we laid out on fingertip catch, and then he made another one of those later in the game.
Well, so it'll be a Woodman Life first down brought to you by that penalty. So now 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Riley McGill, Andrew McAlpine to the left with Luke Hodge basically on the right side, almost lined up at tight end. Colin Moon still the back. 5:55 left here in the first quarter. Moon now to the left of Braden Moore. Braden, they'll hand it off to Colin Moon, trying to get to the edge. Bounces off a tackle, still picks up probably a good 4 yards right there. Well, it's going to be a loss of about 2, but Colin showing the toughness to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Did not want to be tackled there.
And we're seeing from Phil Phillips on this first drive, they're eating some clock right here. Here's an update from Good Hope Fayette County. 7-0 Fayette County leads. 5:58 left in the first quarter. Loser of that game will come here to Gilbreth Stadium for the first round of the playoffs. 5:19 left, clock running. 2 receivers split out wide to the left for Braden Moore. Buse by himself to the right. Moore rolls out this way over to Luke Hodge. Great one-handed catch at the 20. He'll pick up 3 yards on the reception right there. Good job by Luke Hodge, showing some soft hands right there to pull that in.
Yeah, both quarterbacks this year had a hard time hitting him right in the numbers, and he's not your typical, wide out type guy, so he's, would help to get the ball little closer to the chest, but for some reason they can't seem to get it there. But good job there, reeling that one in one-handed.
3rd and 4. Fields already went for it once on 4th down. I would expect it to be 2-down territory again, and Braden will keep it himself. Right side, takes a lick right at the 15, 16-yard line. He should have the Woodman Life first down. He does. They'll move the chains. That one brought to you by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey. A bit of a chilly night. 1 week away from Halloween. We'll get back up to the line pretty quickly. 4:16 left as they go back to the sideline for the play. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Redskin offense. Braden hands it off to Moon, left side, nothing there. A yard was all he could get on the first down run. Last week you made the statement of, I'll ask you the question of, put yourself in Phil Phillips' shoes. What play would you go with on the, I think it was a 2-point conversion, and you said you really didn't know what he was thinking.
Yeah.
I told him that, and he said that's why you're not an offensive play caller. Phil with the jokes too. But you had a joke earlier in the week, though.
All I can do is just make memes.
You're pretty good at that. Braden rolls out to the right. Goes back to the left on the screen to Andrew McAlpine, and the lineman did not block. He did pick up 2 yards, but right there the lineman didn't do their job. Jeremy Hyde.
Yeah. Teddy Hall out there, 6'2", 180-pound senior.
Good athlete.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now 3rd and 7. Skins, I believe, are 1 for 3 on this drive on 3rd downs. 4 wide receivers for Braden Moore at the 13-yard line with 2:45 left, first quarter, tied at 0. Braden, 3-step drop. Plenty of time back there. Now he's got to hurry. Here comes the pressure. They take him down at the 21. That pocket collapsed. Back to the 21-yard line he goes. And let's see if we see Vargas right here. Or do we go for it? Vargas doesn't have his helmet on, so they're going to go for it. 4th and 16 now for this Oneonta offense. Coming up next week on Friday, I think the thing starts at maybe 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. The Oneonta ping pong team is going to be heading to the state finals. Did you know that, Jeremy?
The ping pong team.
Yes, back to pass. Braden over to Eli Buse, who took a shot low, and it will be a turnover on downs. As feels going to be a coaching moment right there to Braden Moore as he got back to the original line of scrimmage, and a turnover on downs right here with 1:51 left here in the first quarter. As White Plains will take over at their own 16-yard line in Oneonta after the long first drive, Jeremy. They come up empty-handed.
Yeah, they did. Well, it was a good clock-eating drive. You know.
Write that down, please, because I use your notes on
clock-eating drive. Oh, yeah.
1:51 left. First quarter, 0-0. White Plains will have it 1st and 10. They will hand off, and the running back's going to take a slip and fall. He'll lose maybe a yard and a half as number 18, Jaden Harris, was the running back. Right there's the grass monster. Got him.
My notes got a little scarce toward the end of the game last week. I don't know if you noticed.
A little bit, yeah.
It's just kind of a dead period there.
I heavily rely on your notes. 2nd and 11. 1:28 clock is rolling. 0-0 so far. Both teams has already had the ball one time apiece. White Plains on their second possession. Oneonta shows pressure. They will bring it with a couple of linebackers. Here they come. Bo missed a tackle. Gets back up. It's going to be a block in the back. He's going to roll out, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. That one's going to come back.
Got to.
They brought the house, though, with those linebackers.
Quarterback showed, I mean, nobody could get him down, though. Showed some great athleticism, avoiding the tackle, the sack.
So that will come back. Last week, the film that I've watched with the quarterback, with Jaden Chapman, Jacksonville and Anderson, they sent a lot of pressure after him and tried to confuse him. So now second and extremely long. Ball's back at their own 4-yard line. It was a spot foul. Next week, final regular season game, it'll be senior night. JB Pennington comes here. Another long-standing rivalry. Chapman rolls out to his left. They're going to go screen out to the far side. They get it complete at the 10 as he's taken down from behind by Bo Ragsdale, I believe was a gentleman. It was Bo. They get back to the 14-yard line. A gain of 10, and it'll be 3rd and we'll say 11 for White Plains. Jeremy, would you like anything to drink?
I've got a cup. Thank you.
White Plains Jets convert on 3rd down so far. Oneonta shows pressure on the top side with Brody Devaney. As White Plains wasting some clock here. Are they going to take another snap with 3, 2, 1? No, they will not. Into the first quarter. It's scoreless. It was a very fast first quarter. 0-0. We'll be right back after this. Oneonta White Plains here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth into the first quarter. 0-0. Oneonta White Plains. Hey, coming up on Saturday, you can find me and Jeremy Hyde at the Cover Bridge Festival downtown Oneonta. We'll be there. I'll be there all day. I'm not sure your schedule, but we'll be broadcasting live from 11 to 1 that day. We'll be accepting donations for the canned food drive that WCRL and the District Attorney Pamela Casey are going to be holding.
Okay. I didn't know. That's good. Good to know.
Yeah. So that'll be going on. So 3rd and 11 for White Plains and Jaden Chapman. Chapman back to pass. They bring some extra pressure. That one over the middle and incomplete. When wide open was Teddy Hall, who's been the only guy he's targeted so far in this game, and that one's incomplete in 4th down. And White Plains will be forced to punt. He's got an arm.
He does. You know, he's very mobile, very athletic back there with great arm there. Just unable to reel that one in.
And when I say this, I don't mean any disrespect to Braden Moore and Brody Pinion. Imagine Chapman with Phil Phillips.
Oh, yeah. Whew. Yeah.
Which I think Braden Moore is going to be a stellar quarterback for Oneonta. No doubt about that. Chapman will punt. That one not that good, going near the sideline, and it will take a roll, but it's only going to go to the White Plains 46-yard line. A 31-yard punt for White Plains, and Oneonta will start out with really good field position, Jeremy, for their second possession of the night with 11:40 left here in the second quarter, where we are tied 0-0.
Absolutely. Got the ball. White Plains 46 inside their own 50 there, or they're inside the White Plains, or it's inside the 50.
Yeah,
it's nobody's 50. It's the 50.
See if Phil takes the shot here on 1st down. Trying to stretch that defense. But it was a pretty good sized cushion with McAlpine and Teddy Hall on the top side of the field. They're back with their corners, expecting that deep pass. They'll hand off Colin Moon first play. Made that guy miss at the 40, down to the 35, and finally goes down to the 34-yard line, a gain of 12. It's another Woodman Life first down as you hear the moon from the stands. Not booze, but moon.
Yeah, very confusing.
Yes. Good run, though, by Colin Moon. Moon will be getting bulk of the carries tonight with no David Hall. They're holding him out as a precaution. 11:15 left, second quarter. Ball at the 34-yard line in White Plains territory. Braden rolls out to his right. Braden looking that one, throws it up to Riley McGill at the 19-yard line. It's another Women Life first down. They move the chains. Braden Moore showing off the arm, and Phil's loving this with that mobile quarterback.
Yeah. You know, and what limited time we've seen Braden the last 2 years, you know, it's always been in either, you know, late game situations or last year it was about third string type stuff. So in this year, once he finally got his feet under him last week, he's really doing well.
He's only thrown the ball entering tonight 19 times all year for 96 yards. Does have a touchdown this year in the air and on the grounds. 1st and 10 at the 21. They will hand off to Moon. Moon back this way, finding that green grass. 10, 5, hit and pushed out of bounds at the 3-yard line. It's another Woodman Life first down. 3 straight plays, 3 straight first downs for this Oneonta offense. Jeremy Hyde, brought to you by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey. And that line is getting some push.
Yeah, they are doing a good job. A little push. There's Miles. He's up here for his visit. Loving on me.
He don't look that sad.
He's over it.
Kid's short memory.
Yeah.
10-15 left, first and goal. They'll hand off Moon. Right side. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Colin Moon. And Oneonta takes the lead. That is the 4th touchdown on the year for Colin Moon. It's 6-0 with 10:09 left. Good job right there for the Oneonta offense.
It's a good drive. What was it, first down every play with the touchdown?
Out to kick the extra points. It'll be the backup kicker, Angel Lopez. He'll be the kicker. Braden Moore to hold. Snap. Hold the kick. It is up. It's good. 7-0. 10:09 left here in the second quarter. Oneonta leads here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde. This game brought to you by Offer. And it's our first time mentioning the Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
It was a 46-yard drive. Colin Moon took it in from 3 yards out. The PAT by Lopez was good, and Oneonta leads 7-0 with 10:09 to play in the first quarter.
Listen, give Nancy or Shannon a phone call. They're my realtors. They should be your realtors as well. I trust them. 353-8054 or 790-0024. Team Nancy and Shannon. Lopez will kick. Directional at the 29-yard line. It took a bounce. They'll be picked up by White Plains going back to the far side, and he is taken down by the gentleman who made the Redskins' first touchdown of the night, Colin Moon. Takes him down at the 26-yard line, I believe is where he was marked down. That was Quinn Wilson, the returner right there for White Plains. So 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. Skins on top, 7-0.
It is a second quarter already. This goes by 5. I said first after the touchdown. It is a second.
It's a Thursday night. I'll let it slide. Things are all weird tonight. 3 receivers to the bottom for White Plains on their 3rd possession. Chapman, they'll run the read. They'll hand it off to the running back, and he slipped, and those linebackers came in, and there's going to be a flag on the play, and I think it's on White Plains. And it may be a unsportsmanlike. Somebody, I think Jeremy was frustrated. And I don't think they were mouthing off at Oneonta. I think it was just probably language. Let's make sure I'm right, though, first. Here's the call. Unsportsmanlike on White Plains. I was correct. Because there was really no Oneonta player in any of the White Plains players' faces. So they'll mark it 15 yards back to the 10-yard line.
It's handy. Handy little penalty.
Yeah. $7-0. Redskins lead. 9:50 left here in the second quarter. 1st and 25 for White Plains. New running back. It'll be number 34, Walker Osteen. 7-0. White Plains back at their own 13-yard line. Back to pass. Chapman's going to let one go deep for Bell. That one incomplete. Took a shot deep. Tried to stretch that Oneonta defense, and he threw it way too far.
About Jacksonville 7, Hoax Bluff 0 last score. Anniston on top of Asheville 28-0. No score, Hayden West Point. Cleveland County up 8-0 over Cherokee County. Locust Fork 7, Hansville 6. Midfield and Pennington scoreless, according to this. Tarrant and Southeastern scoreless.
It's a big game for J.B. Pennington.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Need a win to get in. Win
Susan Moore is off. Susan Moore's off tonight.
Yeah. Justin Waddle What he's up to tonight?
Like selling insurance. Never stops.
Don't be giving him any pub. Chapman will hand off to Osteen, and here they come, those linebackers. Actually, one of them was a linebacker in Bo Ragsdale. The other one was Andrew Beck. And it'll be 4th down. And the Oneonta defense right now, Jeremy, they are coming to play.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, they're getting after it. You know, it's one thing. This defense has played really good all year, with the exception of the Jacksonville game.
Yeah.
And but the offense has struggled at times, but they're just moving, a lot of moving parts on the offense. But the defense has played well all year.
Yeah. 4th and 24 at their own 12-yard line for White Plains. 7-0 with 9:05 left. Chapman will punt. They show pressure. Here they come. That one a low line drive punt. Bounced at the 35 and rolls to the 47-yard line. No flags on the play, and it'll be Oneonta ball with 8:46 left. Here in the second quarter of this one, with Oneonta up 7-0.
Once again, starting in White Plains territory at the 46, where they started last drive. So
Oneonta volleyball in action up at regionals today. They fell to Randolph.
Yeah.
3-0. So their season's over with. But good job to make it to Huntsville, though. 8:45 left. New running back, it will be Austin Nix. Nope, take that back. Riley McGill. A little bit of a push in the back. Over to the right, hit out of bounds. A good run right there for Riley McGill. And that's a Woodman Life first down. They move the chains. Update from Fayette County. They now lead 14-0 over Good Hope. Tommy Murphy said that he would love to come back in it for the reunion. He's an Oneonta guy, but said that they were going to win tonight. So, Tommy, we'll have you a spot here in a couple of weeks from the way it's going right now. 8:35. McGill the back. That one slant over to McAlpine. McAlpine spun out of that tackle. Makes 3 guys miss. 20, 15, 10. Fumbles it. Ball on the ground. White Plains got it. I believe White Plains has got it. McAlpine went down to the 6-yard line, and he fumbled it, and they do have it. I don't know if it was poked free or what, but a costly turnover by the Oneonta offense.
Yeah, that was about to be another touchdown, play or two later, but unable to reel it in. Good job of White Plains, though, chasing down, not quitting on it, and punching the ball loose and then recovering it. He broke some had some contact there.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to get him down initially after the catch.
So it'll be at the 6-yard line in White Plains. Chapman at his own goal line. He'll keep it himself. He calls his own number, and I think that may have been Mitchell was the first guy to make contact right there as they got a yard. And it was Mitchell as he helps Chapman off the ground. So 2nd and 9 now at the 7-yard line with 8 minutes left. Up 7-0 over White Plains. They show pressure. And now they call it off as White Plains looks to the sideline. See if they bring anybody. Does Bo come? He does. Here comes Eli. They'll go screen out this way. It is caught at the 15-yard line and taken down rather quickly by Luke Hodge, and Colin Moon is number 8. Carson Tyree, who's actually listed at 6'3", 145, the junior, made the catch. It'll be a yard short, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, had the ball out there in space, had plenty of room for that catch. Big gain, still not the first down, though.
7:15 clock running here in the second quarter. Chapman and his teammates look back to the sideline. 3rd and 1 at the 15. They're going to go screen out to the far side. That was close to hitting the ground. Buse, here they come. He'll lose some yards. It'll be 4th down. Good job keeping containment by the Oneonta defense, and they forced them to go 3 and out again.
Yeah, White Plains just unable to get anything sustained offensively. They hit a few little short passes, and they're just not able to bust anything. Not able to get the first down.
Here comes the punt team with 6:54 left. Jeremy, we're going to have, it's 6:54 left, second quarter, and it's 7:33.
I'm fine with that.
Me too. Tomorrow's a work day. I'm completely fine. Chapman will punt. Nobody back. Everybody near that line. They will somewhat come after it, but it's a low punt. How they didn't hit anybody at the line, I don't know, as it rolls down the sideline. And it will be at the Oneonta 49-yard line. As the Skins offense comes right back out where one drive has ended in touchdown. The two other drives, one ended in a fumble, the other one they ended up going for on fourth down, but they've got some yards so far.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. Oneonta just put this one together and put this one in.
Kind of take a little bit more control of it.
Yeah, no fumble.
4 interceptions. Braden Moore, they will hand off to Moon. Moon gets across the 50 to the 48-yard line, 48-yard line, a gain of 3 for the sophomore running back and Colin Moon, who got the start tonight. Colin entering tonight with 377 yards. They'll hurry back to the line. They'll hand it off to Moon again. Moon right side now, middle of the field. There's the first down. They're trying to take it away. He's going to be down, and he's got the Woodman Life first down. White Plain players one of them had the ball in his hands, but they'll say he was down. Colin Moon, good job tonight so far running. As we are halfway through the second quarter. 6:03, 6:02, now we're officially halfway. 1st and 10 at the 37 of White Plains. Coming up at halftime, the Swamp Tails halftime report. Busted play, that one over to McAlpine. Caught to the 33-yard line in a late push. No flag. Picked up 4 on the reception. Some miscommunication right there.
Yeah, it was. Sure, what happened? It looked like the play, half the team was ready for the play to start and half wasn't.
.545. Up 7-0. Moon to the left of Braden Moore. They're letting that clock get under 9 seconds every time. Braden, back pass, pump fakes, running that stop and go. They throw it down the sideline to Andrew. That one was going to be a touchdown, but the last second, the corner got his hand on it and knocked it down. That is number 24. It's Khalil Williams at 6 foot. Very last second, got it down.
Yeah, a little bit of contact going down the field, but the officials letting them play that time. Defensive back got the better of him.
Shout out to Gary Hunt listening tonight. That was a good throw from Braden Moore.
Yeah.
5:38 left, 7-0. They'll run the read. They'll hand off to Colin Moon as Braden ended up being a blocker. He picked up 2 yards on the run. It'll be 4th down, where Oneonta has went for it every time on 4th down. Ball's at the 31-yard line. Fans, you don't have to chant go, go, go. They're going to go for it.
Well, Moon's cleat come off.
So Connor Faust comes in. McGill goes to running back, and Phil will take the timeout. His second timeout here in the first half with 5:15 left. We take it with him. Skins up 7-0 here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde. Jeremy, 7-0 Skins lead here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I'll try to punch one in here on 4th down, or at least get the first down so they can continue. Last drive had promises of scoring that had a fumble.
Hodge goes in motion. Braden Moore rolls out to his right. Braden looking, fires that one over to Eli Buse, incomplete, and it will be a turnover on downs again. And White Plains will have it at their own 31-yard line with 5:09 left here in the second quarter. That Oneonta offense has moved the ball really well. down the field, and they've had a couple of drives just stall out once they get to about the 25, 20-yard line.
Yeah. You tell Brody Pinion that now that I see him in shorts, I understand how that injury occurred.
Well, I asked him earlier in the week. We got him a little goodie bag and took it over to his house. I said, "What's your favorite candy?" And he told me Sweet Tart ropes. I said, "One, you are a Sweet Tart." And then he said that his bones are like rope. Well, yeah, you're right. Chapman rolls out to his right. That one incomplete. Look at that one, a mile high. Trying to get it to Bell, as it will be second down and 10. So far, 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Skins, they lead 7-0. No Brody Pinion tonight. He is out. Timeline unknown. David Hall, he'll be back in a couple of weeks. He's all right. Could play tonight, let's say if it was the first round of the playoffs. And then the 8th grade running back, Fluff Bothwell, he is out tonight as well. Second and 10 from their own 31. Back to pass. Chapman, some pressure in his face, rolls out to his right. That one over the middle. That one caught by number 6. That'll be Tyler Daniel to the 39-yard line, a gain of 8. It'll be third and short, where White Plains has had almost no success on third down. Chapman showed his athleticism rolling out.
Outran Crittner, which is he's a little different build than Crittner.
Yeah. Third and 2. See if they bring some pressure. See if Chapman calls his own number. 4:25 left. They'll hand it off up the middle to Osteen, and Crittner, you just talked about him, stood the running back up right there, got a yard, and he will be short. It'll be fourth down, and I think for White Plains, might as well go for it. At your own 40-yard line, you're only down 7-0, but it feels like 21-0.
Yeah, Oneonta's definitely had all the momentum this game. Field position, all the above. Just only got 7 points on the board.
Chapman trying to draw them off sides. 4th and 1 at their own 40 for White Plains. Skins up 7-0 with 3:40. Clock rolling. Down to 4, down to 3, 2, 1. And did they get the timeout in? They did get the timeout in. Let's take it with them. 3:38 left, second quarter, 7-0. Oneonta leads here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs. Jeremy Hyde. 4th and 1, Jeremy. 4th and 1 for White Plains at their own 40-yard line with 3:38 left. Oneonta top 7-0. They'll put the running back out in motion this way. Chapman will run it himself. Oneonta, the first surge, he didn't get it, but the second surge, he did get it. And they will move the chains for a Woodman Life first down. Yeah, it was a good job there by White Plains doing what they had to do to get that first down right at midfield, keep that drive going. Neither team wanting to punt right now. White Plains, when they do, they're not very successful. So good job to the White Plains folks. 3:22 left. That one over the middle. That one caught. Spin move. Gets out of it, but here comes Brody Devaney. It's a big Woodman Life first down up to the 42-yard line in Oneonta territory. That one to Quinn. Was that Quinn Wilson? I believe it was on the reception.
Good job by Devaney, the
junior.
Junior. You got to get out there with the brutal hit downfield, though.
White Plains having some success on this drive. Chapman back to pass. Looking to go on the screen. They do to Bell. Bell 35-30 back this way. 25-20. Trying to beat Moon down to the end zone. Touchdown from 42 yards out. White Plains is an extra point away from tying it up, where they may go for 2.
That's a good looking play there. Right out there, hit him right over the middle. Just
a la Alabama.
Yeah, had some blocking downfield just enough, and carried the defender in the end zone.
Now they will go for the extra point. The kicker, get this one. Number 75, Will Osteen, who's a defensive lineman. 6'4", and offensive lineman. 6'4", 225. He's the kicker. Snap, the hold, the kick. That one is up. It is good. 7-all with 2:50 left here in the second quarter. This game brought to you by Offer here on the Redskin Radio Network. Your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap for the White Plains. I forgot what they were.
What are they, Wildcats?
Yeah, Wildcats.
Yeah, it was a 69-yard drive. The 42-yard touchdown pass was good, and the point after was also good. We're tied at 7 with 2:50 to play in the first half.
White Plains, that game against Anniston 2 weeks ago. Opening kickoff was an onside kick, but they recovered. They ended up losing, but they do got some that's going to be offsides right here by one of the special teamers, number 5, Quinn Wilson. So they'll back that one up 5 yards. He was got a 3-yard head start right there. So coming up on Saturday, the Cover Bridge Festival. We'll be live on location. We'll be broadcasting live from 11 to 1. We'll be there all day, though, as we'll be taking canned food donations. We'll be doing a canned food drive. WCRL and Pamela Casey teaming up with the DA. All the county teams in action tonight except for one. Susan Moore, they're off this week. They wrapped up the region last week. They'll be number 1 seed heading into the playoffs. They'll try again. Short directional kick as Buse will take a knee at the 42-yard line in Oneonta. Good field position again with 2:50 left, and it'll be a 3-minute drive right here for Oneonta. They get the ball to start the second half. It'd be nice to put some points on the board.
Yeah, get those that kind of, we left some on the table on that fumble play. So that first quarter went by like a hot clock.
Man, it did. It did. Oneonta's had some success moving it down the field. 1st and 10. Braden Moore, the option, flipped it out. They got a blocker out front to Colin Moon. Moon stops. Great little move right there to the 34-yard line across the 50. The other side, they'll actually mark him down at the 32-yard line. Colin Moon, what a great run right there by the running back.
Yeah, Moon's deceptively fast, but he's also deceptively strong. He doesn't usually go down with that first contact, and then somebody gets their arms around him, and he still runs right through it. So as he gets a little size on him over the next couple of years.
Yeah, Braden, he'll keep it himself this time to the left side. Braden has got some athleticism, 20, 15, 10. Lays a hit. Oh, my. Brody Moore, let me just say, your little brother just ran over a kid. I'm trying to say that was number 18 that he ran over, Jaden Harris, who's 5'10", 135.
Yeah.
That's a big Woodman Life first down by Chris Neesmith and Joey Bailey.
Good job blocking downfield there by McAlpine as well. He got on a guy down there and was able to get him some extra yardage.
A lot of times with a 2-minute, 3-minute drive, you want to waste some of the clock. Oneonta's not. There's only 2:17 left. They'll hand off Moon, middle of the field, rolls into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Oneonta retakes the lead, 13-7 now, pending the extra point. That could be 7 here in a second. Good job by the offensive line that whole drive. Lopez will kick it. That's the 2nd one for Colin Moon, his 5th on the year. Moon has got to be close to 100 yards if he's not already over it. Braden Moore will hold. Snap, hold, kick, up. Good. 14-7. Skins lead now with 2:12 left here in the second quarter. Here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Skins now lead. Your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
It was a 57-yard drive. Colin Moon took it in from 4 yards out. The point after by Lopez was good, and Oneonta leads 14-7 with 2:12 to play in the first half.
Lopez's kick is a little bit short. Fair catch at the 33-yard line by number 11, Peyton Sanders. And White Plains takes over here in the second quarter with just 2:12 left. It's been a very, very fast first half. Next week, once again, we're at home, thank goodness, against J.B. Pennington. And then the week after that, right back at home.
It's nice. It kind of puts into perspective the road trips we were on last year. That last stretch was rough on everybody.
It was. 1st and 10. Man in motion for Chapman, and that's probably going to be false start.
I believe that was a center.
Yep, false start. Go back at 5 yards. I don't want to point fingers. I think you're right.
Yeah. It's like he's moving his offhand. Like he's, I don't know, maybe he's telling Mitchell something. I don't know.
You were center, right?
Yeah.
You never did that.
No. Sure, I never did.
Gotcha. I was looking at the region standings. I'll finish my thought after this play. 1st and 15 at their own 28-yard line. 3 receivers to the top. Chapman back to pass. Here's some pressure. A little bit of a screen and incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 15. Looking at the region standings for everybody, I think at this moment, if all the county teams were to win, 7 out of 8 would make the playoffs this year. 7 out of 8 teams would make the playoffs in Blount County.
Oh, yeah?
It's a lot of teams. 2:05 back to pass. Chapman again on 2nd down. Thinks about running it, but that one throws it up. Somehow caught as the White Plains receiver was actually tackled by one of his own players and Will Robertson. It'll be 3rd and short. On the reception was number 6, Tyler Daniel. 3rd and 1. 1:45 left. White Plains hurries back to the line. Down 7 here in the 2nd quarter. Osteen's the running back. Chapman claps his hands, goes to screen out to the far side. Here's those Redskins secondary that time. When he caught the pass, he was back at his own 35. The ball's at the 42 to begin with. Jeremy, look right behind you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The customer service here is superb.
Awesome.
Timeout on the field. Let's take it with them. It'll be 4th down when we come back. 14-7. That timeout was Phil Phillips. Oneonta leads. 1:18 left here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. White Plains forced to punt after the Oneonta defense, Jeremy. They played really well tonight so far.
So far, lights out. White Plains unable to get anything really sustained. Except that touchdown, of course.
Yeah. But 4th down and 6 at their own 37. They will punt. Chapman, it's a high punt, somewhat deep. It'll take that Oneonta bounce straight up in the air, and they will get underneath it. And it's at their own 37-yard line with 1:09 left. How aggressive does Phil Phillips get right here? And no timeouts left. You're up 14-7. Got it on 37-yard line. Your last drive went maybe 40 seconds, 50 seconds at the most.
I think it's reasonable to take a few shots here. Even if he runs the ball, I don't think it's a take a knee situation for sure.
Moore will hand off to Riley McGill. Back to the right. Now middle of the field. Gets to the 41-yard line. A gain of 4. And the clock will tick with under a minute now left here in the first half. 14-7. Fayette County leads over Good Hope now. So Good Hope's on the board with 50 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. I think Fields may run this one out. If he catches a break on a big run, then it'll probably be aggressive. 37 seconds left. They get off to Colin Moon to the left. Colin to the 44-yard line. Now 30 seconds left. White Plains take a timeout? Or do they just let it run? They're going to let it run. Oneonta, they don't have to take another snap if they don't want to. They're going to hurry back up to the line, though, with 15 seconds left. They take the snap. They hit. Nope, Braden Moore keeps it. On the design run to the far side. Braden's got the sideline to the 40. Makes a guy trip and falls. He's hit out of bounds, and now Phil can be aggressive with 6 seconds left. You throw one up into the end zone. Braden Moore, though, crossed up a guy and broke his ankles.
Yeah, a couple good licks out there by Braden as well.
They're going to put it at the 37-yard line. 6 seconds left. Braden will throw one up. Almost called him Brody.
Sure, that's not the first time that's happened this week.
No, back to pass. Braden. He'll throw that one up deep middle of the field. Incomplete. into triple coverage right there, and that'll be in the first half. It was a quick first half. 56 minutes for the first half? Yes, sir. 14-7. We'll come back with your Swamp Tales halftime reports. Up 14-7. Oneonta leads here on the Redskin Radio Network.
Years experience, Hicks Floral Design and Gifts in Oneonta offers a one-of-a-kind creations for all occasions. Card stationery and gifts with gift wrap, silk flowers, home accessories, and much, much more. Hicks Floral Design and Gifts is a place for you. 205-274-2359. Or visit them at 316 2nd Avenue East in Oneonta and let the staff create a gorgeous piece for you.
45-yard drive after the interception by Ragsdale. Riley McGill took it in from 15 yards out. The point after was good by Vargas, and Oneonta leads 21-7 with 5:38 to play in the third.
Two full-time realtors whose full-time job is ensuring that your home sells for the most money in the shortest amount of time. They work tirelessly for the buyers to make sure that they find the perfect home for you at the best price. They've got the experience, 30 years combined experience. Nancy Malcolm, Shannon Longshore, 353-8054 or 790-0024. Two great young ladies. Vargas's kick. That one will go down the sideline and out of bounds. And Phil just looked down at the ground and shook his head. He said, son, that's not the direction you needed to go with that kind of kick. 21-7, 5:38 left, and Jeremy, the defense, theme of the night, they've shut down the run. They've given up a couple of big pass plays, but overall, it's a good night for that front seven. They've really done a good job.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You know, two big pass plays in the second half here, but other than that, yeah, that last drive was just that was nothing but that defensive front whipping the defensive front of White Plains and disrupting everything they were trying to do.
21-7, Oneonta leads by 2 touchdowns. Chapman rolls this way. It's a design run as Buse almost got a strip right there. Will Robertson on the tackle. Buse so close to getting that one free, and I think he's cramping. Yeah, he is cramping now. And they will blow the whistle as Mitchell playing the part of the trainer right there. Here comes Stephanie McGee. 5:22 left. We're at home next week. Hopefully on Friday, which will be November 1st. Halloween's next Thursday. Do you have your costume picked up?
Yeah. I'm going to be going as a slightly below average rec league soccer coach.
You're only saying that because you lost, right? I'm sorry. You may ask you the hard-hitting questions.
No. I'm looking full of Phil and just not answering my text tonight.
I'm going to be, Chris is listening. Chris loves this TV show, but I'm going to be Sheldon Cooper next week. Bazinga. They're not a sponsor, but I'm going to give them a little bit of a shout out here. Legends. They got a Halloween party coming up next Thursday night. I'll be there as Sheldon Cooper.
That's good.
Sheldon Cooper. 5:18 left. Buse is on the sideline getting some hydration. 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line on White Plains' own side of the 50. Chapman back to pass. Chapman's going to take off to the 40, and what a hit right there by Brody Devaney.
Yeah.
Man. He didn't back down.
No, he didn't.
It's a Woodman Life first down.
Chapman, though, good running back, good running quarterback.
He is.
And laid the lick there, but, Devaney laid on himself.
He's a little bit bigger version of Tavares Hill.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's got a good arm. Of course, he's mobile. 1st and 10 at their own 45 with 5 minutes left. 21-7, Skins lead.
I think Tavares was a little more run first than him.
No doubt. Chapman, he'll roll this way on the design run as the defensive line and Beck just went rolling backwards. Devaney, who else is in there? A whole slew of Redskins, a whole tribe is.
Caven Hill comes off. He and Beck, both those kind of guys that as an offensive lineman, you probably line up to him and you're like, okay, I'm fixing to whip this guy.
I got this.
And they hit you right in the mouth every play all night long.
Caven Hill's one of the toughest guys on the team.
He's one
of the shortest.
I got a kick out of sometimes when I watch the videos that you post on YouTube and sometimes when you watch big Wilson out there at left tackle and Caven's lined up beside him at left guard, and just if you get the right angle, it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's just comical to see the size difference.
It's like Aaron Judge of the Yankees and Jose Altuve.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
21-7, 2nd and 8. At their own 47-yard line, Oneonta up by 2 touchdowns. They bring pressure right at the middle. That went over the middle on the pass, incomplete. Trying to get it to Bell on that slant over the middle. And it'll be 3rd down.
Hit him right in the face mask with it.
It did. 3rd down where Oneonta's done a good job tonight getting off the field. What do you think Neesmith and Caleb Wilson are talking about on the sideline there? And also number 77, Lucas Thomas.
Yeah.
3rd down. They show pressure. Do they bring the linebackers? They don't. 3-man rush. Chapman rolls this way. Looking here. Comes some pressure. Rolls back to the left side, and he's going to get to the 50, and he was hit by, was Crittner one of them? Yes, Crittner was one, and Luke Hodge the other one. It'll be 4th down, and I would think that they would go for it.
It's the only thing. It's got to be frustrating from a coaching standpoint. See your quarterback out there running sideline, hash to hash, and just running himself to death here in the 3rd quarter and getting nowhere. Basically, a couple yards.
4th and 5 at the 50-yard line. Need to get to the 45. 3:29 left. Chapman trying to draw him off sides. But to no avail. Nobody back there with him. Do they have enough guys on the line of scrimmage?
I don't think so.
With the way this ref is, I don't think they do. They're going to take a timeout. They weren't going to snap it to begin with. And it'll be decision time for White Plains. We'll take a sharp one investigation timeout with them. 21-7. Skins lead with 3:12 left here in the 3rd quarter on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. White Plains, they had a meeting about what they were going to do. They're going to punt it. We think.
Very productive.
Oneonta will go with the safe defense right here. 21-7, 3:03 left. Southeastern onside kick, and they go ahead 21-16.
Awesome.
Thanks to Alan Blankenship. Here's the punt. Almost blocked. That one out of bounds immediately. Gets up to the 31? Yep, 31-yard line. With 2:39 left here in the 3rd quarter. 8:41, and it's 2:39 left 3rd quarter.
How do we run off 20? Okay, whatever. Don't argue. Ready to go home.
Do you want to know? Well, actually, he's not running the clock tonight, but he's in the same room. Jackson Devaney, one of the refs tonight. Braden Moore, Colin Moon, quarterback, running back. They'll hand off to the running back, to Colin Moon. Picks up 2 on the 1st down run. Colin Moon, a really good night tonight. 2 rushing touchdowns. I would expect him to be a little bit over 100 yards tonight, as he is had some really good runs thanks to that offensive line.
Well, we talked about the keys to the game. Was Braden Moore going to continue to play well? Yes. Colin Moon going to step up and play well? Yes.
Defense played well?
Defense has played outstanding.
Yeah.
The new kicker filled in, hit 2 extra points in the 1st half.
Yeah. You're up 21-7 with 2 minutes left, and you're running and you're milking that clock for all that it's got. They're going to run that slant over to McAlpine, who got popped right in the back, and he held on to it. It's a Woodman Life 1st down. He's going to come off. Yeah, Will Robertson, you go take a break, as he took a lick.
Yeah, that slant, you want to hit him right in the hip or the rib, at the bottom of the rib.
You don't want to expose them.
You don't want to expose them, because that's about the only way to defend that slant is you're not going to get in front of it. Is to just make enough contact when they do try to catch it.
Good job though by Mack for holding on to it. So it's a Woodman Life 1st down at their own 41-yard line with a minute and a half left. Put a man in motion down to 3 on the play clock. 2, they'll take the snap. Braden keeps it himself. Braden tripped up to begin with, breaks that tackle. Tried to spin out of that last tackle to the 44, close, really 44 and a half. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Braden Moore and that Oneonta offense. They're trying to get this game over with pretty quickly. (21-7). Here at home. Next to last regular season home game. Braden will keep it himself. Running back this way. Picked up a couple more yards up to the 47-yard line. It'll be about 3rd and, we'll say 3rd and 5 for them with 30 seconds left. They'll have to take one more snap as there's 1 second difference between the play clock and the game clock.
Heard some interesting discussion this week about this game, how quickly all these games were decided to be moved because of rain. Yet the games usually are played when ACTs are taken.
Moon run back to the left. He's got some room over there. Moon, big Woodman Life first down, up across the 40 to the 37-yard line. They'll move the chains as the Moon chants get going again.
Yeah, what I was saying was ACT. There's two ACT, I guess, dates a year. They're the same every year. They're on Saturday. They're always ones during football season. Yet those games are always played. But could that be something? Hey, state level. Hey, we're not going to play games on Friday night before the ACT.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think in Alabama we're going to continue to press on with football.
Basket case has been fired up. We go to the 4th quarter, up 21-7 here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in, 4th quarter. 4th quarter. My favorite time here at Oneonta. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Oneonta offense, up 21-7. Jeremy, they're looking to go 6-1 in region play with a win tonight. Braden Moore will keep it himself, and Braden's so tough. Gets to the 35-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 8. Update from Fayette County Good Hope. This one more than likely is going to be probably stick a fork in it. 30-7, Fayette County leads over Good Hope.
So that's likely a Good Hope Oneonta matchup first round, huh?
Saw them last year, 3rd round of the playoffs here at home. Oneonta came away with winners. Matthew Dixon, the running back, is back this year for them. 21-7 here. They are running that clock down to 6, down to 5, 4. Faust got to hurry up. Braden Moore back to pass. They're going to go deep to McAlpine, who's wide open. Intercepted, actually. Great job by Bell. McAlpine had him beat by about 5 yards, but Bell, last second, gets back underneath that pass and gets the interception. He'll be down at the 5-yard line. Great job by Bell for White Plains.
Yeah, he kind of ran back up under that one. And I thought he had it, but just a little too much air under it.
There was a flag on the play. It'll be declined. It was on Oneonta. Penalty is declined. Here's the first mistake of the night for Braden Moore, which he put it for McAlpine, but Bell, even better player out there for White Plains. So now back at their own 5-yard line. First and 10 with 11:06 left. 21-7. Oneonta leads. White Plains hasn't even gotten to the line yet. There's 14 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah, trying to run that one out of the end zone cost them 15 yards, basically.
Yeah. First and 10 for Chapman. Takes a snap back in his own end zone, rolls out to the left, looking. Here comes Eli Buse. Got a hold of the jersey. Mitchell there. They'll take him down at the 6-yard line. Good job right there by Eli Buse, really slowing him down.
Yeah, Eli hanging on to him there and keeping him from doing what I think he wanted to try to get upfield quicker, but stringing it out.
2nd and 9. 10:40 left. Chapman with a back to his right with 3 receivers to his right. Again, they'll hand off up the middle, and there hasn't been anything there all night long. As Crittner, Kesey, probably Bo was probably in there. Everybody, that whole middle of the defense swarmed in. It's 3rd and 8. with 10:13 left. Fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, it's been a fast game. Right rollout. Chapman to his right. Buse, they get containment in the end zone. Finally, he gets rid of it. It's caught up to the 18. Stays on his feet to the 25-yard line was number 6. It's Tyler Daniel. They found him a couple of times. The big Woodman Life first down. That Oneonta defense. They had him contained but couldn't get to him in time.
Yeah, just a little bit of a breakdown. That play took a little long, and the secondary couldn't, I guess, cover long enough. That's that big gain there.
Up to the 26-yard line. 9:35 left. And for White Plains, they got to pick up the pace a little bit. They got 9 seconds left on the play clock already. Chapman, play action. That one, just missed him. Incomplete. The guy that just caught it a while ago, Tyler Daniel, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10. You saw the arm strength right there from Chapman.
Yeah, Chapman almost, just lining up like a baseball player. Took a little too much, and then he threw it right at his feet there. I believe that play was open. If he could hit him again, that slant, kind of hit him in the rib cage, maybe even the belly button.
Crickner will come out of play. Kobe Harper is in. 2nd down. Here comes the defense. Andrew Beck's got a hold of him. Beck can't get him down. Nope. One of the linemen came away with it. Number 54 should be a block in the back down the sideline. And it was a busted play. One of the linemen took it away from Chapman. Andrew Beck had him. Is there a flag? No. Should have been blocking the back. So 3rd and 4. I think it was number 54. Ethan Bozard was the one that took it away from him. It was about to be a sack.
Shout out to my neighbor, Steve Anderton. He's listening somewhere. I don't know. Wild Blue yonder out there.
Steve.
Old Steven.
Yes. They'll hand off to the running back, Osteen. There's the first big run of the night for White Plains. Gets out beyond the numbers and finally runs out of bounds across the 50 to the 46-yard line in Oneonta territory. That Oneonta defense is a little bit tired, it seems like.
Yeah, they've been out there a little while lately. It's 4th quarter, 3rd quarter, 4th quarter.
4th quarter.
4th quarter. All right, it's going by so fast.
So they'll get back up to the line. They pick up the pace. 9 minutes left. 21-7, Oneonta leads. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Chapman taking their time down to 5 on the play clock. Play action. Pump faked it. Buse has got a hold of him. Here comes Mitchell, who just speared him. Ball on the ground. Skins pick it up. No, they're going to say he was down and a flag on the play. I think he was down, but Mitchell is down on the play. Rolls over. Flag on the play. Ball at the 38. Bo Ragsdale was the one that picked it up.
I'm so sure that was down.
It's close.
Hard to say, though.
Close. I'll find out tomorrow if he was or not. Refs discussing. 8:45 left, up 21-7 for Oneonta.
Could the penalty be? It had to be a hole, maybe? Or a face mask. That's all it could be.
I didn't see a face mask. Weather pointing, you may be right. Because it was 2 Oneonta players and then Chapman. Here comes the call. Well, I thought so. Here it comes. Ref heads this way. Well, hold on White. No, face mask on White Plains. Penalty is declined. Well, that's weird. And they're going to say Oneonta ball, of course. They're saying he fumbled it. That's what it is. And the White Plains coach is out on the field chewing out the ref. They blew it dead, but I don't see how you could blow it dead.
So
it's Oneonta ball with 8:45 left. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Should have been a scoop and score for Oneonta.
Yeah. If it was a fumble, it was a score.
Phil's not arguing with it. The only person arguing is the White Plains head coach, who is chewing it out.
Oh,
the ref, and there's a flag on him. He just thought he was about to kick the flag. Unsportsmanlike on White Plains. So Oneonta's going to have amazing field position right here. Chandler Tyrese, furious. First-year head coach for White Plains.
Will that be Carson's dad, I guess?
My guess is yes. So they're going to move it inside the 20 down to the 14-yard line. Yeah, 14-yard line is where Oneonta will have it. 1st and 10. I'm still confused on why Oneonta didn't have a touchdown right there.
Yeah, well, this was just an inadvertent whistle. And Coach Phillips knew he wasn't going to win that one, so he just let it go.
1st and 10, 8:45 left, up 21-7. Braden will hand off to Moon. Moon will be stopped. He'll lose a yard. Back to the 15-yard line. 21-7 here in the 4th quarter with 8:30 left. Shout out to John Houston. He couldn't make it tonight. Miss you, buddy. He says he's listening in, though. 2nd and 11. He says this is a great broadcast, but it's not really. It's not. I hear Chris Ebauer laugh. Moon on the counter as he slips and falls. And if he didn't slip and fall, he was going to have his head taken off. 3rd down and 10 now. 3rd and 11. White Plains a pretty good crowd tonight, more than I thought. Probably all here to see Coach Cruz.
I'm sure that's what it is.
7:40 left. 4th quarter.
Is he from White Plains?
He's from that area. Okay. He's from the Anniston, Oxford area.
Gotcha. Where'd he go to high school?
He went to a private Christian school over there. That one out to the flat, incomplete to Luke Hodge. 4th down. Do we see Vargas? Vargas is on the sideline. Here he comes. This will be a 32-yard field goal attempt for Eric Vargas. On the year, he is 3 for 5. And in that range of 30 to 39, he's 2 for 3 on the year. The holder will be Braden Moore. I'd like to see Oneonta basketball play White Plains.
Yeah.
A couple of new teams on the schedule this year. We got Gunnersville this year. Boys are also going to be going down to Destin for a tournament. Here's a snap, the hold, the kick. That is up. That is good. 32-yard field goal attempt, up and good to make it 24-7 as Eric Vargas punches it through the uprights. You're listening to Oneonta football here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde. This game brought to you by the Oneonta Foundation for Educational Resources. Here inside the Team 1 Toyota broadcast booth, your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
Well, after the big penalty, after the fumble and the penalty, it was a 14-yard drive. Wound up being a 32-yard field goal by Eric Vargas. Oneonta leads 24-7 with 7:25 to play in the game.
Vargas will kick. See if this one goes right down the middle. That one a low line drive down the middle of the field. Picked up by Harris at the 25 to the 30, and he is tripped. And he goes down. Vargas looks like he's in a little bit of pain right there.
Yeah.
Something we don't need to see, another injury. 7:18 left. 24-7 for the Skins tonight. This is a little bit more comfortable than last year, 21-20.
Yeah.
Tavares Hill didn't play last year in this game. Brody Pinion played, but threw a couple of touchdowns to Jaden Warren. Chapman back to pass. That one over the middle, caught at the 50. As Moon on the tackle is number 6. It was Tyler Daniel. I thought he was throwing it to the other receiver.
Yeah.
Man.
Coverage out there. He has plenty of folks around. It's just a good throw.
Had time. 7 minutes left. Up to the 50. Now for White Plains. They'll stack the receivers to each side. Chapman looks around, back pass. Time, throws one deep over the middle, incompletes. Trying to go back to number 6, Tyler Daniel. It's incomplete. An Oneonta win tonight, Jeremy, will give them a region record of 6-1 this year. They've already had the number 2 seed locked down, but a good region season this year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just good, always want to get those wins, especially late in the season. Just keep building, keep building.
24-7. 6:49 left here in the fourth quarter. Chapman back to pass. That one a rocket. And that one a little bit too hard right there. Incomplete, so third down. I asked Phil this question last year. A lot of people, a lot of fans may think, well, last year's team was better, which I think in the right they were. But this is progress. This is the progress that Phil wants to see. Last year you're a 4 seed. This year, 2 seed.
Yeah.
You get your first round home game this season. A good job by the Oneonta Redskins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been a really good season. Shy of a couple of non-region losses. Yeah. It's been a really good year.
Chapman rolls out to the left. Some pressure in his face. Finally gets rid of it and just took a lick from Hodge and Mitchell on a flag on the play. Right as that hit was laid. Was it an eligible guy down? No, excuse me. Mitchell was saying, I don't want to come out. I'm not sure what the call is. Mitchell saying, let me come out, please. Eric will come in for him. It was a legal man downfield. Somebody, one of them linemen, straight away. Fourth down. They decline the penalty. Wait. If it was a lineman downfield, an eligible receiver, why is the ball up to the 48? Why would Oneonta decline it?
I guess just unless it was to put them on fourth down thinking they were going to punt.
Yeah. It should be at the 50-yard line. Refs are discussing right back at the 43-yard line. That was a lineman that caught the pass a while ago. And they are going to, it's a loss of down. That's better. Don't back it up. We'll back it up. Fourth down and 15. And the rest blowing it dead. Timeout Oneonta. With 6:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Let's keep it here. 24-7. Oneonta leads. Jeremy, it was those games last week. It's a lot of stress and it drives the coaches crazy. But fans love it. But you kind of wonder how Oneonta will come out tonight after an emotional win last week. Come from behind in overtime.
And a short week.
Yeah, short week. Yeah. But overall, it's been a good night for Oneonta.
I thought so too. They did really well. I don't know. I was worried about them. Having 2 days off plus, coming in and then having to move everything up tonight to Thursday night due to the weather coming in. But they've done really well. And then the injuries. We were worried about who was going to come in and play for some of these hurt guys. But yeah. I tell you what, these guys have stepped up tonight. Braden Moore has played well. Moon has played exceptionally well at running back, and then defensively, there's a lot of guys there moving around because they move a lot of guys in and out. And it's kind of hard to tell who's come in for who, but whoever has come in. I know Devaney's played a lot tonight. Several of these guys have. They've done a very good job defensively.
They have. 4th and 15 for White Plains. Oneonta up 24-7. Chapman back to pass. Plenty of time. Now here comes the pocket. They collapse. Crittner had his hand on him. He's rolling around. Breaks that tackle. This time he's not going to get away. The ball's on the ground, actually. White Plains has it, but it doesn't matter. Oneonta's going to get it. And finally, that defensive line got to Chapman and forced the fumble.
Yeah. Tell you what, he's hard to bring down, but he doesn't want to go down, and you catch him in a mistake. You know, we saw the one interception earlier. That time right there, actually fumbled it, trying not to go down.
Yeah. So Oneonta takes over with 6:09 left in the first quarter.
It's the fourth quarter, Justin.
Fourth quarter. What did I say?
Not first.
Oh, sorry. I'm telling you. It's a Thursday night. I don't like Thursday night games. But my opinion doesn't matter. Well, because tomorrow it's going to be pouring down rain. They'll hand off Riley McGill, right side Riley. There's some room and a flag on the play. I would expect that to be holding. I would expect that to be holding. 24-7 with 6:01 left. 24-7 with 6:01 left. 30-14. Fayette County leads over Good Hope. Halfway through the fourth quarter. So first and long, 1st and 20. We're going to, barring a comeback by Good Hope, we'll see them in a couple of weeks. That's got to be a little very, very late. Riley McGill goes to the left to Braden Moore. They'll run it with Braden Moore. Braden's got some room this side. 45, 40, 30. Down at the 27-yard line. It's a big Woodman Life first down. Braden Moore says, I don't care if it's first and long. I'm going to get this first down.
That was a big run there by Moore around the left side. Nobody really touched him until they got down. Somebody caught him down at the end.
So a timeout. White Plains we do. Let's take it with them. 5:29 left, 24-7. Oneonta leads here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back. Fourth quarter. As the Oneonta band member breaking it down.
Got some battles going on out there. Pennington down to midfield, down by midfield, down to midfield right now. Midfield 22, Pennington 20. Locust Fork 41 over Hansville at 40 in third.
Riley McGill gets the handoff. Once again, that Oneonta offensive line is creating some holes for those running backs up to the 17-yard line. A gain of 10. It should be. He's going to say he's a half a yard short of a first down.
Southeastern 28, Tarrant 24 in the fourth. Everybody's close.
Yeah.
Jacksonville taking care of Hoax Bluff 35-7. Hayden West Point tied at 14.
Ooh.
Everybody's in a close one except us here.
They're going to give him the first down. It's Woodman Life first down. Chris Neesmith, Joey Bailey bringing that first down. 5 minutes left. 1st and 10 at the 17. Braden Moore leading that offense tonight. He's done a really good job. Playing in the as the replacement of Brody Pinion, who's out the rest of the year. Riley McGill on the carry up to the 13-yard line, a gain of 4. Letting that clock run down to 4.5 left now. This will be Oneonta's 6th win of the year. They'll go 6-3, and the Tigers coming in next week. Big rivalry game between Oneonta and JB Peterson.
Oh yeah. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah. That's a team that's got hot here in the second half.
Yeah.
What was the score you said for them?
So might as well look back.
Because they need to win to get in. They'll hand off to McGill again. McGill carrying the Couple of guys with him to the end zone. Touchdown, Oneonta. Riley McGill from 14 yards out. His second touchdown of the night. He's wanting to put his name in the hat for player of the game, him and Moon.
Pennington was down 22-20 to midfield in the fourth quarter. Last score was posted.
What was it again? I'm sorry.
22-20. Midfield was in the lead.
Set to kick. It'll be Eric Vargas to hold Braden Moore. Austin Nix will snap it. Snap the hold, the kick. It is all good. 31-7, 4:02 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in your Team One Toyota broadcast booth. Justin Gibbs, Jeremy Hyde, your team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap.
The 42-yard drive. McGill took it in from 13 yards out. The point after was good, and Oneonta now leads 31-7 with 4:02 to play in the game.
Lopez will kick this back to White Plains. They'll pick it up, coming back this way. Now they go back to the left side. Taken down at the 29-yard line, maybe the 30 actually. 31-7, Oneonta. About to pick up their 6th win of the year, and all 6 wins have been in region play. As we're going to see some replacements in now, some backups.
Always like that.
Mason Stevens out there, senior. Austin Nix is out there. Connor Faust playing safety. Tell me who else you see. Taven Hills at linebacker. Chapman, slant over the middle, caught, across the 50-45, try to get tripped up, 30-25. Nix will get him and take him down inside the 15, a flag on the play. To the 13-yard line, a big woodman-like first down for White Plains.
Little horse collar?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what it was. So, with 3:44 left, White Plains trying to make some noise late.
That's a penalty. That's a new one, relatively new. And I don't get that one. It's kind of like the offensive line, offensive players being able to use their hands on the face of the defensive player. I don't like that one either. But nobody's asked me yet.
No. First and 10, first and goal from the 7. Chapman. Play action, rolls out to the left. Pressure over the middle into the end zone. Did he hold on? Yes, he did. Touchdown from 7 yards out. Old Chapman, he's been hit a good bit tonight. Finally gets himself a touchdown. Is that his second of the night?
Yes.
31-13. 31-13. Out to kick the extra point will be Will Osteen, the 6'4", 225 kicker. Slash offensive lineman. Snap, hold, up. That one sneaks in. It's good. 31-14 with 3:36 left. We'll be right back after this here on the Redskin Radio Network. Welcome back in. Team Nancy and Shannon scoring drive recap as both teams got confused on what side they're supposed to be on.
White Plains took it down the field and scored on a 7-yard touchdown pass. The point after by Don't Call Me Joel Osteen was good. Oneonta leads 31-14 with 3:36 to play.
You know, I said that name earlier, and I wanted to say something, but
I don't want to get religious.
I saved it for you.
I like Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
Everybody gives him a hard time. Everybody wants to stay on him all the time. You know, I can't help it. You know, he can't help it if he writes a successful book, makes a bunch of money off of it.
That's funny. Don't call me Joel Osteen. And then we'll kick back to the Skin. Short kick. It takes one bounce. Moon falls on it. Right at the 31-yard line. Oneonta takes over. 3:35 left.
You know, there's certain players that they're taught when they catch the ball on the kickoff to get down. I don't think Moon follows in that category.
No. You don't.
I think he's one of those that has the go-ahead to advance it.
Please, son, just take it and run.
Yeah. I was, on the other hand, was one of those that said, "Hi, if you get the ball on the kickoff, lay down, please.
Really?
Just don't." Yeah. I mean,
thought you were like the fridge.
I know.
They'll hand off to McGill to the right. McGill, another good run. He's had a great night tonight in those relief opportunities of Colin Moon. 2
touchdowns.
Yeah. Making a case for player of the game. 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard pickup. I don't know what they're chanting, but interesting. 2nd and 4. Oneonta on top, 31-14 with 3 minutes left. I feel like this may be the last drive of the night, barring a turnover. McGill actually cut low right there at the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3. Former Redskin basketball player and baseball player A.J. Elrod here tonight, supporting his sister and his dad.
Of course.
Mainly his sister. There's with basketball season right around the corner, I went to basketball practice yesterday. We mic'd up Brandon Cruz. That'll be coming out next week. Some good stuff on it. Some good stuff. 3rd down. They'll keep it with Braden Moore. Braden across the 40, trying to get the first down. He should have it. Ran out of bounds, as Phil's telling him, stay in bounds, son, stay in bounds. 2:07 left. And it's a new set of downs. It's a Woodman Life first down.
Yeah, Coach Phil's ready to go home.
Phil's got to go home and get ready for his fantasy football team for the weekend.
Was there a game tonight, NFL game tonight?
Yeah, that's probably what he's going to have to go do. I told you that last week, didn't I? Post-game interview last week. After interview was over, Phil, somehow he got brought up with fantasy football. I never had him pegged as one.
No.
And Braden Moore will take a knee at the 38, and that clock will run. And let's hope and pray White Plains doesn't call timeout. It's under 2 minutes left. I hear somebody saying, we want Thriller.
I hear some Journey going on.
Yes. Big thanks to Chris Hubauer tonight for running the camera. He rode with me up to the stadium this afternoon.
Yeah.
Because you had a soccer match. We won't talk about it anymore. Big thanks to our executive producer, Davis Scott, tonight.
Absolutely.
Davis, you let some people in that shouldn't have been in here. You've got to tighten up, man. Of course, missing John Houston tonight. Miss you, buddy. Down to 1:13 left. 5 on the play clock. 4, 3, 2. Braden will go to one knee. That clock's just going to run. This is the chop underway again. Next week, Jeremy, J.B. Pennington, the Tigers, a big rivalry. They come into town. Do we have an update on a score there? I'll give you a bill.
Who'd you ask for? Pennington?
Yeah.
I'm going to refresh here. About Pennington, yeah, still showing 22-20 midfield over Pennington right now in the 4th.
One final knee for Braden Moore. And Oneonta, 31-14. They're going to they already had the 2-seed lockdown. But tonight was a big statement win for the Redskins heading into the final week of the regular season, 31-14. They're going to win it tonight. They're going to finish region play 6-1. How many people thought that they were going to go 6-1 in region play a year after making it to the semifinals?
Yeah, tough.
Big win tonight for the Redskins as Good Hope falls to Fayette County. We're going to see Good Hope in a couple of weeks. That'll be a good matchup in the first round of the playoffs. Your team, Nancy and Shannon, player of the game as Oneonta wins 31-14. Couple nominees for you. That Oneonta defense, possibly. Colin Moon, 2 touchdowns tonight, over 100 yards. Riley McGill in relief as that second running back, 2 touchdowns tonight. Jeremy Hyde, what say ye?
I've got to go Moon just because he was the starter. Otherwise, Riley McGill gets a good pat on the back and a hug, and possibly a pat on the buttocks.
Yes.
In the most jovial, sportsmanlike way possible.
Yes.
But yeah, I think Colin Moon's got to get the nod for the player of the game tonight.
Big win tonight, Oneonta 31-14. Your final score, Colin Moon, your player of the game. 2 rushing touchdowns tonight, as Oneonta wins it and finishes 6-1 in region play and 6-3 with 1 more regular season game to go, as the football team on the sideline now as they get ready for the alma mater. We're going to wrap it up. As don't forget, Saturday we'll be live on location as Brody Pinion on those crutches. Be careful, buddy. Be careful. Final score, 31-14. Your finals, Oneonta wins and defeats White Plains tonight. You've been listening to Oneonta Football here on the Redskin Radio Network.